tell you some stories. A very interesting story, okay? Do you know this guy? Don't you? You know? Yes, I know you know. He's very famous. The most powerful president in the world, right? So he is Trump, right? So you know that Trump wanted to go to Vietnam to join the summit 2019 in Hanoi, right? And Trump had to catch the train to go to Vietnam, but unfortunately, the train was due to leave at 9 a.m. Alright? But Trump arrived at the train station at 9:30 a.m. So it means he missed the train. Trump missed the train. Alright? Clear? Clear, right? So I wanted to ask you a question between two actions. Okay, the train leaving and Trump arriving. So which one happened first? Which one? Of course the train, right? Because the train left 9, okay? So in this sentence, I would like to say that the train had left when Donald Trump arrived at station. Okay, that is the first story. Okay, we move to the second story. Don't you know her? Don't tell me that you don't know. She's very famous, very beautiful, but the voice is not so good. She's Chipu, right? Her nickname is Chipu. Okay, the man, guy, admit, you know this girl, right? I know. So, Chipu now are in England with her husband, but actually, before moving to England, she had to got the IELTS score 6.0, right? So it means that before moving this time in 2012 and this time in 2011, so she moved to England in this year and she got the IELTS in this year. So it means that this action before or after this action? This one is happened before, right? So very clear that I would like to say that Chipu had got IELTS 6.0 before she moved to England. Alright, clear. We have two actions. One happened first and one happened before. And the final story, this is my puppy. Believe me, this is my real puppy. And actually, I usually reach home at 10 p.m. after 8 p.m. But my puppy already fallen asleep before 9 p.m. 8 p.m. Okay, it means that I arrived home after 8 and my puppy already fallen asleep before 8 p.m. It means that which one happened first, in your opinion?
Fall asleep.
Yeah, the puppy fallen asleep before I arrived home. It means before 8 p.m. Alright? So, I'm gonna ask you between two actions, right? So, I use the past, we call this is past perfect. This one. So, this one I apply for which action? Which action happened in the past? The action that happened before or the action happened after? Before, right? So in sum up, we have the context of using past perfect. Like we have the first one. When do we use past perfect? From the first two stories, we can clearly recognize that the past perfect is to use when we wanted to describe the action that happened before another action in the past. Alright? You remember in the past, we are at present, so we are talking about the past because our tense is past perfect. The action already completed before an action in the past. Alright? Emphasize in the past. So the second context is to show an action that happened before a specific time in the past. Okay, we look at the final story that I have just shown. This is a specific time in the past, 8 p.m. We are now at present. We are talking about the past, and this is 8 p.m., a specific time in the past. And this one is also used to describe an action happened before a specific time in the past. So, in conclusion, how many contexts I introduced you today to use to use past perfect? How many? Two, right? The first one is to describe what? An action that happened before an action in. Okay, very good. And the second context is an action that happened before a specific time in the past. Okay, very good.